It's an important question for us here on the Gulf Coast. How does the lay of the land affect the strength and the frequency of tornadoes? Well, today, Fox 10 News meteorologist Matt Barentine spoke to a researcher who is trying to understand the tricky conditions of our coastline and what it creates for severe weather.
Tornado! Tornado!
It's a simple concept that has a big impact on our weather. When wind blows over water, there's little to slow it down. But over land, friction works against it.
And then even over the land, it blows slower over, say, a forest than a beach, and it blows even slower over downtown Mobile than any of those.
Dr. Tim Coleman at the University of Alabama at Huntsville is studying how that friction affects tornadoes. It's a problem few have looked at.
You know, that can either build up or kill a mesocyclone and consequently then maybe change whether or not it produces a tornado.
Dr. Coleman says a good example of this effect is the deadly tornado that struck Panama City during Ivan.
Panama City kind of sits out on almost an island with a large bay behind it. If the flow over the bay was faster, and that helped to spin up the tornado because the tornado touched down right as the mesocyclone hit land.
On the other hand, though, it's even more common for a strong storm over the Gulf to weaken as it hits land and friction robs it of its spin. Getting a better grasp of friction's role would help forecasters.
We're trying to find a way to help them identify storms that are either more or less threatening.
And that would keep you safer from these destructive storms. In Mobile, Matt Barentine, Fox 10 News.
Dr. Coleman says the next step is to bring a mobile Doppler down to the Gulf Coast to break down the structure of our severe storms.